Hey guys, let's talk books. What are you reading? Throw out some recommendations. I am always on the lookout for a new book. Recently I picked up Yellowface by R.F.Kuang. I was looking for a book to recommend to my book club, and that one is a solid book club read. You probably all heard of it. It's, one of Goodreads Choice Awards books from 23, and a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers have been talking about it. Like, it's a pretty popular book, and I would say it kind of holds up. And definitely would recommend it for book club. Like, it definitely touches on, cultural appropriation and racism and ethics, a lot of things like that. And so, it's definitely going to garner a pretty good discussion in a book club. But it got me thinking, what if, bookstores and libraries, what if they had, a tagging system, kind of like fanfic sites, like AO3? Because, I'm a huge fanfic reader, and I probably read more fanfic than published books, and the reason is I like the tagging system. I can be in a very specific mood. Like, I want a coffee shop, AU, slow burn, friends to lover kind of story, and you just type that into the tags, and you got, hundreds, if not thousands, of stories that fit that specific mood, right? And you can't get that in a bookstore or a library because they don't get that specific with their genres. And you have to read the descriptions on the back of the books, and those are generally pretty vague. I mean, understandably, they don't want to give away the plot or anything like that, so they leave them vague intentionally. But sometimes you just need a little bit more. You need to know, is this book going to scratch this itch right now? Can I find a book that's really going to fulfill my, mood at the moment? And so I thought, I can do that. I can write, read a book and give it kind of like a fanfic style review and, tag it, And so I thought, I'll do that with Yellowface, okay? So if I had to give a description of this book, it would probably be: girl witnesses horrible death. Girl steals the unpublished manuscript of the dead person and claims the story as her own. And then there are consequences. That's basically what this story is about. There's more to it, but that's kind of the main gist of the story, right? And then after that, if I were to tag this book, I think some tags I would use are hashtag, racism, hashtag cultural appropriation, hashtag discussions of racism, hashtag the publishing world, hashtag bullying, hashtag don't start a marshmallow eating contest when you're drunk, hashtag karma, hashtag you're gonna need a dump truck to fill in that hole you've dug for yourself, hashtag revenge plots, hashtag mentions of SA, what are some other ones? I think that's hashtag stalking. I don't know if I mentioned that one. Yeah. I mean, there are plenty others. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. Yeah, it's a solid read. I don't know if you've seen the movie American Fiction. Came out earlier this year. And I think it had some of the same themes. It reminded me a lot of that. It's about the publishing world, and it's kind of the protagonist of the story just keeps digging themselves into a deeper and deeper hole, and the lies just keep getting bigger and bigger, and eventually it's gonna blow up in their faces, right? And I don't know, if that's the kind of story you're interested in, I would say check it out. You might like it.